I think we should talk about it. And when I say we should talk about it, I mean the events of yesterday and now pouring into today.
Oh, the layoffs.
There's even a bigger chunk to this thing, and that's us. People hate us. What happened? Have people always hated us?
Yes.
For real?
If you put yourself on the internet, people will find something to dislike about you.
You know, if I had a big pair of boobs, they would love me.
No, they would say that you bought boobs so that you could get attention on your videos on YouTube, and since you have big boobs, you don't actually like toys, you're just creating content, and you know that the boobs will get you attention.
So they understand the whole plot then. You know you should be ashamed of yourself. Today's Heather's birthday. She turned 44.
Okay, a little bit less than that, but yeah, it is my birthday today, and that's what I got to read, and it was really sad.
You know when she gets sad, she farts a lot, and it stinks.
Don't tell them that, because that's what they want. They want me to be sad, and they want you
to have to
smell
deal
farts.
with your farts. So yesterday, we made a video about Funko's layoffs, and somebody actually asked a good question. Why even produce this content? And that's a good question, and I wanted to respond to it. We like to share Funko-related news. Now, we're not just a channel that unboxes stuff. We're not a channel that just talks about upcoming things or leaks. We do all of those things here and there. But the reality is this channel is all about Funko news.
Yeah.
Now, you can either love it, you could hate it. Most people seem to hate that we talked about the Funko layoffs, but we saw it as something important to discuss. This is information that is coming from people who formerly worked at Funko or people who are working at Funko right now. And a big thank you to Dis Trackers for posting the photo of the video and telling people to go and watch. We really appreciate you. Now, unfortunately, it turned into a complete bloodbath where people were attacking us, but it's great that you're sharing that. How often does Dis share YouTube videos from Funko YouTubers? It doesn't happen that often.
No, not very often. And he's talked about us a handful of times, which is really cool.
It's really great, and we appreciate that. But our voice actually carries a pretty far distance. In fact, it's helped people get jobs. People who had been laid off previously, which would have been probably like 2 years ago now when we talked about it, the really big layoff, we were able to help a couple people. We had companies reaching out to us saying, hey, connect me with them. So for people to think that we're just being hateful or we're being negative, that isn't necessarily true. We're just a news channel. We talk about news. And that's what you see on the news every single night when you're probably at this point, your grandma is clicking through all the channels and CNN pops up or Fox News or MSNBC. They're watching all the channels to find out the latest news.
I guess my biggest question is, why are people so frustrated with us when we didn't lay anybody off? Like, Funko laid people off. People just don't like that we said it.
There are some people out there who have heard about us through the grapevine. They've never watched our content. So they're assuming that we are what people say we are. They're not aware that we make positive videos, we talk positively about things, that we have a good time on the channel, that we try to infuse humor into everything that we do. It's interesting that somebody would even surmise that we're angry, hateful, and just negative all the time, because that is not true. And the only reason why people comment or say something about our videos is when they're shared by like Dis or some other news organization. That's when this stuff happens. That's when we really start hearing these comments. It isn't our day-to-day videos that we make. It's the ones where we're talking about something very serious.
Like, why even waste your time and say anything? Like, what is you calling somebody negative or saying, oh, they suck or whatever? Like, what is that doing for you, number one? And number two, how can you call us negative while being negative about us in the same breath? It's ironic to me.
Well, you said it. Number two.
If you look in the comments section, it's people being negative about us, people pointing out, oh, look, it's the Gastlecast. And then there's people saying, Funko's dead, Funko's Beanie Babies. What's the difference between us sharing, like, Funko laid off around 100 people today. We hope that maybe something bigger and better is coming from Funko. Unfortunately, it seems like this might not be a very good sign, but we're trying to stay positive even though we feel for the people affected. How does that get misconstrued when there's people spouting hate about how shitty Funko is in the comments? I just don't understand it. We're not on here saying Funko laid off a bunch of people, they probably deserved it, and also Funko, they're dead. We didn't say anything like that.
We also gave ways that Funko could have steered the ship.
Yes.
And did better things.
That's
or
what
like what they could
doing.
even do now. But people like to see the negative aspect of things. I don't know why. And people were once very hateful, like on X. They went guns a-blazing on Instagram. They just yanked on my taint very hard.
No, you normally like that. Think of something like bad.
Took my toe and slammed it into a door.
No, you're into that too, remember? A couple nights ago, you had me doing a lot of this.
It's like they farted in my face and gave me pink eye.
You like that too.
Look, we're not all gloom and doom. On this channel, we have talked about a lot of positive things. I don't know if you remember, but the other day I showed my Ed 209 Hot Toys figure, and I was having a very good time with that.
And I was actually having a very negative time, so if you're going to judge anybody, judge me.
We have fun here, and I think that this channel is really all about sharing news, also infusing comedy, and really talking about the hard subjects. Now, there is something that I noticed going around in these comments. We're making this content right now. We're making this video right now to give you our point of view. I just want to get my true feelings out there. But there was somebody who commented, or a couple people who commented, why are you so hateful towards Funko, but you're so great about Thrilljoy? Well, that's kind of funny that the people who are saying that we're super negative are calling us super negative when we're being positive about something that we like. We actually really like what Thrilljoy is doing, and we're excited about Thrilljoy.
That's the whole thing. People don't know what they like. They're mad when we're negative. They're mad when we're positive. They can't make up their minds. Thrilljoy is a brand new company. It's something to be excited about. And yes, we have spoken out on them when they have done things that are a bit weird or we've questioned it. But at the same time, we also own a toy company, so we know how difficult it is to be a startup. Yeah, Brian Mariotti might have experience, but he has CEO experience. CEO experience isn't setting up at his booth at New York Comic Con like he was this year. He was a CEO of a billion-dollar company. Now he's starting from the ground up. So I think that there's something to be said for that. And I think that it's okay to give companies that aren't 25 years old like Funko some leeway. And I think it's fair to give companies that are 25 years old a bit of a hard time when they keep making the same mistakes over and over again. The difference between Funko and Thrilljoy is Thrilljoy, they're brand new. It appears to us like they are willing to listen to the fans and get input and do better next time and hopefully not make these same mistakes.
Let me just take a break for a second. Do you guys think I would look good in these? I was thinking about buying a pair, and I just kind of wanted to know your thoughts. So you can comment down below. Would you think I would look good in these? I bet you it would make my butt look fluffy.
Nothing can make that slab of drywall look fluffy.
Funko laid people off. Somebody reached out to us. They told us that this layoff occurred. We then took that news and decided to turn it into content for people to know what's going on behind the scenes at Funko. I find that to be interesting. I hope that there are some people out there who did find it interesting. And I did notice on our YouTube video, there's a lot of positive comments there. In fact,
that's always what it is.
Somebody actually said that they are back, baby. They're like, oh, I love this. I missed you guys. I haven't watched in a while, and now I'm back to watching again. And
yes,
I forgot
because he's like out of Funko.
Forgot how funny you guys were. So that was really great to see that. But it's really disturbing when people say that they don't like us, they don't like our content. They act like they know who we are when they don't. It's really weird. And I'm not entirely sure why people go on like this mad tear to completely attack us. If Dis posted a video for somebody else, another YouTuber, maybe they would get the same treatment. I don't know, but I will make this point. Funko Finders posted something on X and basically said, well, Gastlecast is going to tear this apart because that's who we are. We're the trash people. We have thought that was hilarious. Thank you, Funko Finders, for posting that. But there was a comment, and it was from another YouTuber. I'm not going to name them because I don't want them to get beat up or anything, but they posted that whatever it was like not good. Kind of like what Funko Finders is saying we would say. He had likes on his comment.
But we're not allowed to say
anything. But we're not allowed to say anything. So why is it that we are not allowed to say anything? Why are we cringe? By the way, you watch any Funko channel, we're all trying to be funny. We're all trying to have fun. Cringe is going to be in there somewhere. So why aren't you yelling at them? I don't understand. Why are we the king and queen of cringe? But I'll wear it. I'll wear the crown.
Oh,
I don't care.
will. I try
That's
to
fine.
be.
That's fine by me. But I think that people should be excited to see something different come out of Funko news sources. We received emails from people who lost their jobs, and they're giving us information, and they want their voices to be heard. That's what they want. So for you out there, maybe you're a hater, I don't know, a hater-gator, keep all these things in mind, because the things that we're doing probably isn't so bad. And quite frankly, it might be helping somebody during a tough time. We're talking about tough situations here. People are losing their jobs, they're losing their livelihoods, and they're trying to figure out what the next step is going to be. And we're making that data known. This is what's going on at Funko right now.
Yeah, but people on the internet don't care about that. They don't care about how things affect other people. You just said that we've gotten positive comments on our video, but the negativity is coming from somebody else's post on like Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Why is that? It's because they're too cowardice to say it to us. They think that they're saying it on these posts and we're not going to see it or something. And by the way, this isn't like our job. We do this to entertain people for free. Like, we hardly make any money off of it.
That's true. We are here to entertain.
You don't pay any money to sit here and watch us. I mean, would you? Probably not.
Unless you're a patron. And this is a perfect time to say, go and check out patreon.com/Gastlecast if you want to support this lovely channel. Truthfully, Heather and I wear our hearts on our sleeves. We have been very honest on this channel, and we're always honest. And for somebody to think that we aren't being honest, like, let's say about Thrilljoy or other things, is so ridiculous. Because we have been nothing but transparent the entire time. Now, sometimes do we put on an act to be funny and have some humor in the video? Absolutely. But the bottom line is that we're real people like you. Well, most of you. I mean, some of you are internet weirdos, but most of you, we're like you. We're just people who are stupid enough to sit in front of the camera and talk about things that we really happen to love, because we love Funko. We hate to see what's happening to Funko, but we're never going to stop talking about the hard-hitting, important news. You tell me one other YouTube channel or one other source out there for Funko news that mentioned anything about the layoff yesterday.
Nobody.
Exactly. And that's something that I put in my pipe and I smoke it. More information and news to come, because we already have people reaching out to us letting us know more about what happened, because we want to know what happened and we want to put it out there, and we specifically want to help those out there who may have lost their job. We have pretty loud voices, and those voices, they travel. We're a Funko news channel. We don't give a and those internet weirdos out there, you should be ashamed of yourself. I bet you got dirty elbows.
Do you think their parents are like really mean? Like, is that where they learned it from?
Probably.
So now we're talking shit about their parents, so now they have more ammo against us.
Probably. I bet you they don't wipe good.
Oh, yeah.
I can almost promise you that.
That's a good point.
Look, if you have an itchy, poopy butthole, I totally get it. I'd be angry too. And I would be posting and I'd be commenting everywhere. You ever have an itchy butthole, but you're in a place where you can't, like, do anything about it, so you're just doing this the whole time? And trying to rub it and get it out of there?
But I'm going to be very clear with you. It's not the itchy, poopy one you talk about, because I do clean myself well. But yes, it's been itchy.
That means you got some poop in there. There's no lying about that. We want to know all your thoughts and more in the comment section down below. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Kelly Spears, James Dieter, Brian Ordill Jr., Ashley Shelley Ann Nelson, George Gifford, Laura Ampuala, Sergio Lopez, David Brewer, Yazzer and Damian Castillo, and Kevin Maxa. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Gastlecast. We have a blast every single month with our patrons via Google Meet. We hang out face to face with our cameras and our mics. We talk about upcoming Mischief Toys things. We do a ton of giveaways and much more. The camaraderie is the main reason to join up. So check out patreon.com/Gastlecast. There are many ways in which you can support. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post brand new content. You don't want to miss new content. We have a blast here. Come back and watch us live every Sunday between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. That's all we've got for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for listening to us get some stuff off of our chest. And unfortunately, it's not them big old knockers that I was talking about.
Why would you want those off of your chest?
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.